So when a video is entitled Our Current Crisis, it really could be anything. And you may or may not be a person who will turn on when you see that title. As you may know if you've been following me, I'm S.J. Harrison, voice and performance coach, and I usually post fairly upbeat, although sometimes kind of deep dive material, and then I also post quite a lot of tips about voice and performance. So today I am challenging myself to use my voice to express what has been going on for me just in the last few days. And although it's not really the last few days, I think it's accumulation of being part of our global society during the pandemic. And I'm very curious to hear from you any connections you may have to this experience. And the experience that I wanted to share is of waking up in the night, not always, but sometimes, just recently, with this sense of anxiety around people I love dying, and just this awareness that for the rest of my life, and in fact, it's been true for my entire life, things can change at any moment and the people we love may not be there tomorrow. And there are times in history and generations of people throughout history who've been brought up very much in the face of this constant reality. And it's not something I shy away from thinking about. I have to be honest, I don't dwell in, but death for me is obviously not a taboo subject. And I'm just curious to know what other people experience in this regard, how the pandemic may be affecting us. I notice that when people in my circle are maybe in danger, and there's a lot of people in my circle who are having a really particularly difficult time facing the death of a beloved husband, facing the death of a father at a young age, losing their mother at 18. So this has been part of the landscape of the year. And as I say it, I become really aware that it's no wonder at all that I may sometimes wake up in the night and think about this. And so I wonder what it's like for us and how we're going to look back at this in times to come around how this time has shaped us and how it's affecting us. And one of the things that we're able to do that we haven't been able to do in past generations is share on this global scale. Thank you for watching today, by the way, those of you who are watching. And I wonder what that does for us. We talk a lot about sharing and how difficult that can be. And is it something that helps? When does it help? And when is it difficult? So I leave that to you and would love to hear more thoughts from you around what your pandemic experience is, and are you seeing hidden ways in which it's impacting you, whether that's to do with how you feel about engaging socially as we open up, how you feel about using your voice as we open up. Have you during this time found it easier to use your voice from a remove in social media, because this is definitely a time of empowered and empowering voices? Have you found it more difficult because you're very much a face-to-face person? So please do share with me whatever you feel comfortable sharing about what this time has been like for you. And here's to taking care of yourself. Here's to connecting with those you love. And here's to unlocking your performance power in those moments where you need to show up to perform.